This is Diana
and Kristen, and we are Appetite for Geographics! We will evaluate understory and soil under native coast live oak and non-native Tasmanian blue gum eucalyptus on Angel Island. We hope to provide the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, or GOGA, with new insight for improved restoration work.
Angel Island is a small island of 1.80 square miles, located southeast of Marin County in the San Francisco Bay Area and supports a diverse variety of flora and fauna. Native plant communities have been impacted by the introduction of non-native trees and shrubs, specifically eucalyptus, that was introduced by the U.S. Army, but over time the groves expanded to more than 3 times the original size. Both coast live oak and Tasmanian blue gum eucalyptus are beneficial to the landscape in some way. Coast live oak supports several bird species, 2 of which are federally endangered, as well as many insects and fungus, making it vital to native species habitat. However, a 1990 survey in Tiburon Regional Park found that eucalyptus can also support its own understory biodiversity. Eucalyptus has also proven to be a fire hazard due to its highly flammable leaf litter. The trees also release a toxin into the soil that prevents native plants from growing around them. There are still ongoing debates for and against removing eucalyptus trees on Angel Island. In the 1980s, GOGA decided to remove 80 acres of eucalyptus from the island and replace them with native plants. According to GOGA, this restoration project costed more than $480,000. 6 acres of eucalyptus tree remain to this day, and active restoration work continues on the island.
Eucalyptus management is highly technical, costly, and dangerous. One objective of this project is to suggest ways GOGA can improve native ecosystem restoration work on the island based on new geostatistical data and findings. Another objective is to answer whether non-native canopy covers should be protected. Understory plant biodiversity will indicate ecosystem health and be measured by plant type abundance. Therefore, we analyze the effects that the 2 different canopy covers have on the understory plant type on Angel Island by asking the following key research questions. What is the understory plant biodiversity under coast live oak and eucalyptus canopy cover type, and are there significant differences? Which canopy cover supports more native versus non-native understory plant types? Are soil types and characteristics a factor in each canopy cover type?
We selected Angel Island due to its limited anthropological activity, which makes the island a controlled environment and would allow us to evaluate understory biodiversity at its natural progression. We obtained parcel and boundary data from the National Park Service via the GSOL lab. We created a buffer around Angel Island as our study area. Vegetation data was provided by the GSOL lab in a polygon format and overlaid to the study area map. To focus only on coast live oak and eucalyptus, we selected all polygons of each canopy cover type and extracted them at separate layers. Soil data was obtained from Soil Web Survey, edited, overlaid to the map, and clipped to the canopy cover polygon data. Understory data was provided by the GSOL lab. We created a buffer, adjusted the projection, overlaid it to the data, and clipped it to the canopy cover polygons. We extracted the clipped understory data for each canopy cover type to get a sense of plant abundance. Next, we added a new float field to the attribute table and calculated the area of each understory using the calculate geometry function. Finally, we exported the attributes table to Excel and used Tableau software to analyze the results and look for trends.
There are approximately 12 different kinds of understory plant types found on Angel Island. 3 of them are considered non-native, while the remaining 9 are considered native. We found that coast live oak supports a larger area of native understory species, while eucalyptus supports a larger area of non-native. There is more overall biodiversity in the coast live oak understory versus the eucalyptus understory. There are a total of 9 different kinds of understory types in the coast live oak area, while the eucalyptus area has a total of 7 different kinds of understory types. Finally, we found a trend showing that the slope of a soil type determines if the area is more likely to house coast live oak or eucalyptus. Coast live oak has no problem growing in soil types that are more likely to contain high-sloped areas, while eucalyptus prefers more flat areas. pH and water capacity did not seem to show any trends in our data. We recommend to GOGA to continue efforts to restore the coast live oak population in areas of Angel Island that currently house eucalyptus populations. The native canopy cover supports more diverse populations and more native species. To create a current understory map for the GOGA region to be able to compare data that is similar in time. The understory map used in this analysis is from 1995 and is outdated. It would be useful to maintain current plant information for the understory. To create similar maps that pertain to the soil type and soil characteristics. These trends in the data may otherwise be overlooked. To use this analysis in other parts of GOGA and Marin County to determine if similar trends are found in these areas as well. Such analysis will be useful for future restoration projects.
Thank you.